Hello everybody, welcome to another video. I am Scott and today I am checking out the new overlays package with Go Setups. Now, as a current subscriber, Go Setups have just recently updated their subscription model where it includes a full overlays package. I haven't set it up yet. I'm going to do that right now. I got notification on Discord a couple of days ago that this was happening. I noticed a video on YouTube that this was available, so I am going to set it up and see what it's like. Currently, I'm using iOverlay on the free package. I haven't bothered with the paid subscription because there's a few things that were coming to iRacing anyway that was helpful for me. The only thing I was using really on the iOverlay was the main free stuff. I wasn't using the track map, but I was using the fuel calculator, the relative and the standings, which were decent enough for good visuals for anyone on a free package. So Go Setups have released their full overlay package as a paid subscriber, which I subscribed to back in February, I think it was, using one of the streamers' discount codes, so I got 10% off. Mainly for the setups and the overlays, just an added feature which included in the full subscriber setup. You don't need to actually pay extra for the overlay package. I have got iRacing running. I'm not in a session. I've just updated for season 3. So I've disabled iOverlay. And first thing you do, you come to the race engineer. And on the left-hand tab here, you have obviously the optimizer. They're all flagged. Fuel calculator and overlays. Let's click on that. So here is the current UI. So everything's customizable. Whatever information that you want to see is on here. So the driving tab is for when you're doing learn the tracks, which we'll get to in a bit. So you can set the corner line comparisons and you can see it all in the UI while you're driving. But for now, we're just going to set up our main overlays. So everything's customizable from the name, your iRating, if you want it a bit more compact or you want it normal. Have a play around with it. If you've got a subscription, your overlay transparency, by all means, have a play about with it and see which one works best for you. So I have set up the standings, relative, and my fuel calculator. You won't see the fuel calculator because I have it on the left-hand side of my screen. So click Launch Overlays. And when we jump in the car, they'll be visible to you. So there's a few other things on here as well. So you've even got a damage radar, how bad your car is, and in iRacing, you're going to need it, maybe. You've even got a radar, help you out. I don't use one of them. Your track map, your mini map, your weather conditions, and the forecast. Plus a tyre sim, tell you how, if you're doing enough weaving, basically. So I'll jump in the car and show you what I got set up. So we're sat in the car, and I know I haven't got my camera on because this is on my full screen. So if you press Control-Shift-E, you can drag and move wherever you want to have your setup. So we'll have my relative up the top here, and we'll drag it just to make it a little bigger. And it's the same with all your others. Very easily And just to show you my fuel calculator, it is. I've gone for the horizontal set out, so it's a little easier for me to read. Right, so these are the current ones that I have on my screen. So we've got relative, input telemetry, track map, stand-ins. Also got, I've got my track conditions off screen. And I've also got my fuel calculator off screen. I say fully customizable, do whatever you want to do and what's best for you. Okay, so setting up OBS couldn't be any simpler. So in the overlay screen, we go to browser and external device, enable web server, and then your preset links down the bottom. You click whichever one you want to set up, pull and copy the address of all your current overlays that you have set up and enabled. Then we go to OBS. So my screen will change now. So we're currently sat out the car. We'll sit in the car. Now I can see my overlays. You can't see my overlays. So create a browser source, add it to your scene, and then as I show the visuals on mine, so the same setup that you're seeing is the same setup that I'm seeing. So it's fully, you can set them individually if you want to, if you want to have full control of each overlay, or you can just use the group, which just snaps into place with the same visuals as what you're seeing on screen. Pretty simple and very easy, user friendly. Okay, let's check out the learner track with Go Setups. This is an added feature in the overlays where you can learn a track based on using all the telemetry that's available to you. So firstly, again, we go to overlays. We select the overlay preset. Again, you can make your own presets. Learn a track. So in the comparison lap, we can use a leaderboard lap, past sessions, pro laps, and auto detect. Now we're going to go with a leaderboard lap. So a leaderboard lap is 42.1, which is totally out of my league. So I'm going to select a different lap. And I am going to go, I'm aiming for around about 145 in McLaren at Watkins Glen. So let's go near the bottom of the table. So we'll go for a 44.9. Select lap. Again, you go in and configure your overlays. So all the overlays that are available to you, your input telemetry, input comparisons, have a fiddle about, use what you want to use to make yourself get around the track a lot quicker. Obviously, disparity and transparency and stuff. So we'll save the changes. Oh no, we don't want to save the changes because I don't really want to set a preset yet. Then we click Launch Overlays. We will close that. We're in the car. And there we go. Again, like the other overlays, Control Shift E. And we can drag these wherever we like. So you kind of want them in your eye line, but you don't want to be So our input telemetry can go there actually. Throttle and brake comparisons, delta bar, and a brake indicator. So it'll be showing you exactly where the target lap time is braking. So as you can see there, we can drag it, make it larger, and away we go. So firstly, I'm going to do a lap that I think I'll be braking at. So I'm going to close the overlays, see what lap I actually do, and I will bring you back when I'm 2 laps in, when the tyres are up to temperature, and then we'll do a comparison lap using the brake indicator and the input telemetry. Okay, so my best lap was a 45.8. Now, that was a warm-up lap, a couple of screw-up laps, and a quick, let's get a lap in, more than anything. So I reckon I can get to about a 45.4, 45.3. So our target lap is a 44.9 on Adam's comparison. So I'll do a warm-up lap and then 1 hot lap, and let's see how we get on and see if we can use the brake indicator and the other input telemetries to help us. So yeah, I couldn't quite beat it. I fractionally beat me other time, but I had the disparity of looking at braking and telemetry through the lap. Kind of put me off a little bit when to do it. The good feature about the brake and then the release and the telemetry at the bottom and the input graphs is really good bit of kit to use to your advantage. Now, if you really want to dive in a bit further, you can actually go to your race engineer and then go to the full comparison. So this is a comparison to the next car along on the leaderboard, and then run through everything where you want to dial in, go a little quicker. Anyway, great bit of kit, great added feature. Whether the price will go up next year, I presume it will be, as this is another add-on that they've implemented. But for the price and the value that you get with other setup, third-party setups for the sim, it's an added feature that can help you driving a lot better. So thanks for coming in, and I will catch you in the next one.